All right, namaste and welcome to episode 2 of our Phi Phi Island series. So we're going to come into our standing series now, coming to the front of our mat. Toes together, heels apart. Okay, we're going to just start by activating the thighs by lifting the kneecaps up and turning the tailbone under. We're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears. We're going to roll them down the back. Starting off with our bandhas, so we're switching on Udiyaya Bandha, the pelvic floor, squeezing in and up. And then we're going to activate our Ujjayi breath. For those that don't know, it's a constriction of the back of the throat. Sounds a little bit like fogging up a mirror, but with the mouth closed, really activated for the solar plexus chakra. Okay, we're going to use this breath now throughout these sun salutations. So we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears and melt them down the back. Tune back into that Udiyaya Bandha. Turn the tailbone under, so pelvic floor in and up. Okay, we're going to inhale, so bring the hands to sky, Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, swan diving down to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, tuck into deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, back down, Tamasitihi. Inhale, hands to sky, Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, swan diving down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, tuck into deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, back down, Tamasitihi. One more of those then. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky, and exhale back down, Tamasitihi. So we're going to come into our Surya Namaskara A now, sun salutation A. If you're not used to doing a full Chaturanga Dandasana, you can drop to your knees and do a half, but make sure your shoulders remain over the top of the wrist. So the first one I'm going to do a half, the second one I'm going to do full. We're going to do 3 in total. So let's tune back into those bandhas, so the pelvic floor squeezing in and up. And we're going to keep that Ujjayi breath flowing as well. We're going to inhale, bring the hands to sky, Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, swan diving down to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to floor, walk, step or jump back into our plank position. If we're doing a half chaturanga, we're going to drop down with those knees. Elbows remain over the top of the wrist. If you're going full, you're taking the whole body down. If not, lowering the whole body down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take 3 Ujjayi breaths here. So really breathing into those solar plexus chakras. Just remembering, it sounds a little bit like Darth Vader or ocean breath. So constricting the back of the throat. 1, 2, and 3. Bend the knees, gaze forward, walk, step or jump into a halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, back down, Tamasitihi. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor. Walk, step or jump back. Lower down, full or half Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 Ujjayi breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Walk, step or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, back down, Tamasitihi. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor even. Jumping back, lowering down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 Ujjayi breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Walk, step or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, tuck into deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, back down, Tamasitihi. Coming into forward fold. So we're going to stand with our feet hip distance apart. If you're not familiar with your hip distance, if you just take your big toe, just so it's touching the very inner part of the heel, flip it back out, that's your exact hip distance. 2 fingers on the thumb, 2 fingers on the hips and a thumb on the back. Inhale, hips forward. Exhale, hips back, coming all the way down. We're going to release in the head and the hands. So there's no tension in the neck. Maybe taking some yes-nos here. Just make sure the head's hanging nice and loose. We're just going to shift the weight forwards. So it's more of the balls of the feet. Now push the tummy down. Feeling that nice deep stretch on the hamstrings. Breathing into it. Keep the breath flowing nice and gentle. Hands to waist. Let's come up on the inhale. Exhaling at the top. We're going to inhale, so bring the hands wide. Exhale, we're going to take our hands in a prayer behind the back. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper with this, you can take your prayer facing upwards. Take it nice and high, and then we're going to open up through the chest. So we're pulling those shoulder blades together. Taking a step back with the right foot by your foot. And we're going to inhale as we take a bit of a back bend. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward, pushing the tummy down towards the thigh, breathing into it. Nice and gentle, guys. Keep that breath flowing. Okay, let's come up on the inhale and we'll exhale at the top. And we're just going to pivot on the heels around to the right so we're facing the back of the mat. We're going to inhale as we take a bit of a back bend. Exhale, we're going to fold forwards, gazing down at that toenail again, pushing the tummy down to the thigh. You want to be feeling that right on the bulk of this hamstring here. Okay, keep those shoulders pulled together. Hold it there. And we're going to come up on the inhale. We're going to exhale at the top and pivot back round to the front of your mat. Oh, excuse me. So, I'm going to come into some extended side angles now. So, lots of different options here, guys. So, you can either just keep your elbows to your knees, take your hands to the floor. There's a bind as well. But we're going to see how we get along. Going to always finding a pose that works for you and your body, not where the mind wants to go to look better, if you know what I mean. So, bring the hands together at heart center. We're going to take a bow forward and a big wide step back with that right foot, taking the heel down. So, either forearm to the knee, raising the right hand high, or take the hand to the floor, right fist to the floor, and extend out. So we're stacking those shoulders on top of one another. If you do want to come into a bind, we're going to drop this left shoulder low, we're going to come over the top and then pull the right shoulder high. If we can, take the gaze up, take it up to the sky and just hold it for a few more breaths. And then bring the hands to the floor, spin on the ball of the back foot and hop forwards into a halfway lift, and then tuck into a deep fold. We're going to inhale to bring the hands to the sky, and as you exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Take a bow forward, and this time stepping back with the left foot. And again, either bringing the forearm to the knee. Make sure you've got plenty of space here, guys. So what we don't want to be is right up here, so you've got this kind of lump here. We want to be nice and low. And the knee wants to be over the top of the heel. So either forearm to knee or hand to floor. We're going to take the left fist down, extend out, and then we can drop and take that bind. That's part of our practice. Pulling the left shoulder high, taking the gaze up. Hold it there. 3 more breaths here, guys. Stick with it. All right, hands to floor. Spin. Hop forwards, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, bringing the hands to the sky. And exhale, back down. Tamasitihi. All right then, bringing the hands together at heart center. Step back with the right foot. Lowering the heel down. We're going to raise the hands high here for a warrior 1. And as we exhale, come into a warrior 2. And then straightening that front leg. Okay, now we're squaring the hips off so they're side by side. And then reaching forward as we drop down for a left side Trikonasana. If you're feeling it's a little bit, well, it's not even breezy here, but I think it's because I'm hot, so I can't balance. But if you can balance, you can take your gaze up to that top hand. And then we're going to take the nose down to the knee. And then we're going to bend that front knee. I'm going to raise the hands high for your warrior 1. As you exhale, warrior 2. If you can hear all those sounds in the background, that's a longboat just setting off, I think, to Maya Beach. Okay, wimble that right hand all the way over. Spin on the ball of the back foot and hop forwards into halfway lift. Exhale, tuck into deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, back down. Okay, bring the hands to heart center, bow forward. Step back, left foot. We're going to raise the hands high. Warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Gazes forward. With the warrior 2, don't forget we've got this outward rotation of the thighs. Straighten the front leg. Hips are squared off to the side of your mat. Reaching forward with the right hand. Dropping down for a right side Trikonasana. Again, we can gaze up to that top hand if your balance is okay. If not, down to the toe. Nose to knee. Okay, spin on the ball of the back foot and hop forwards into halfway lift. Exhale, tuck into deep fold. Inhale, hands to sky. And exhale, back down, Tamasitihi. So we're going to come into wide leg now. So take it out as wide as you can. Toes are facing the corners of the mat. We're going to inhale, so come into a 5-pointed star. And just imagine now that you've got like golden thread, just pulling your hands out. So stretching the whole body out, taking up as much space as you can. And we're going to drop down into a low, powerful goddess pose, turning that tailbone under, okay? So we're not leaning forward like that. We're just being nice and low with the tailbone under, nice and strong. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Take the hands to the knees. We're going to take the right shoulder to the left knee. And then we're going to come up on the inhale, left to right. Come up on the inhale and take a full exhalation here. Get rid of any stale air from the lungs. We're going to inhale to come into a 5-pointed star. And then we're going to bring the arms back down to centre. So coming into that same sequence as we did before, but with some low side lunges now. Turn the left foot so it's facing the side of the mat. Right foot's facing either front or back, depending on which way you're facing. Let's sit back on the left hip, reaching forwards with the right hand as we drop down for a right side Trikonasana, and then take the nose down to that knee. Hold it there. Now we're going to turn the right foot so it's facing the side of the mat, so we drop into a low side lunge. Now you can either stay here or you can rotate outwardly this left knee so the foot comes up, but you might want to keep your hands on the floor. You might be able to come up into a balance here, or you might want to bring your forearms down to the knee. You're going to know whether or not you can do that by the feel of the inside of this thigh. Okay, so from here we're going to transition over to the other side. So you might want to bring your hands to the floor or stay low as we transition over to the opposite side. And again, we can rotate that foot up if we're feeling that we've got the balance. Hold it there. All right, then we're going to take the hands either side of this left foot as we turn the left foot to face front or back of the mat, coming into that nose to knee again. Left hand is on the inside of the foot. We're going to raise the right hand, Trikonasana. Spinning on this heel, so the foot's now facing the corner of the mat. Coming into 5-pointed star. Drop down to Goddess, hold it there. All right, going to bring the hands to the knees, taking the right shoulder to the left knee. We're going to come up on the inhale. Exhale, left to right. Come up on the inhale and take a full exhalation here. Inhale, we're going to come back into a 5-pointed star. Now we're going to hop the left foot towards the right foot and place your hands in a gun, so your forefinger and a thumb together. Inhaling, taking a back bend. Exhaling, back to center. Inhale, lean to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, lean to the left. Exhale, center. And then we're just going to draw the prayer down the center line. Now if you need a drink, go and grab one now, or just pause the video. We're going to come into some balance work now. Okay, so just a simple tree pose, feet about shoulder width apart this time. All right then, hands to waist, taking some big circles, and then we're going to take the weight over to the right. We're going to lift the toes up, spread them nice and wide. We're going to turn the left heel in, turning that tailbone under. We're going to grow nice and tall from the crown of the head. And then if you're feeling that you want to go a little bit deeper here, you can come up to the very tiptoe. You can place your foot on that lower part of the leg, or you can bring your foot up to the thigh, anywhere but your knee really, because we don't want to be adding pressure to that knee. Now the foot wants to be pushed into the leg with equal pressure, so the leg's pushing into the foot, so it's like this. We're going to bring the hands together at heart center. Okay, now find something in front of you. We're going to fix our drishti or our gaze on something that isn't moving. Okay, hyper focus, guys. Let everything around that single point of focus just disappear or blur as we hold it now. And don't be frustrated if your balance is not great. It's something that you can build over time. I know with the first time I ever did a tree pose, gosh, well, it was more like a fallen tree than anything else. All right, let's take that prayer nice and high. And then we'll separate the hands. We're going to grow the branches. So come into those goddess arms again. And then bringing the hands in prayer. We're going to draw that prayer down the center line. Bring the hands to the waist. I'm just going to take some circles with that right foot, so the right ankle, both ways. And then come back to feet being shoulder width apart. I'm going to take some circles again with the hips. And then we're going to take the weight over to the left, lift the toes up, spread them wide. And then we're going to turn this left heel in. Now let's activate this left thigh by lifting the kneecap up, turning the tailbone under, growing nice and tall from the crown of the head, either here or bringing up to the toe, at the very tip of the toe, coming up onto your lower part of the leg, or we're going to come up onto the thigh. And we're going to bring the hands together at heart center. And again, let's fix our gaze on something that's not moving. Hyper focusing. All right, then let's take that prayer nice and high. And then separate the hands, grow the branches, switch those shoulder blades on. And then bring the hands nice and high again. Draw the prayer down the center line and release. Okay, let's shake out that ankle. So just taking some circles one way and then the other. Okay, that brings our episode 2 of our Phi Phi Island series to an end. So you can either stop here or move on to episode 3, where we're going to come into some yin practice. So we're really going to start to slow things down, start working with the fascia. Namaste for now.